MAPU ane. Perseverance is something we all need to have, especially when it comes to our prayer life. The desire to soldier on regardless of the circumstances, regardless of whether we are seeing change or not, regardless of what is happening around us. We need to be firm in our faith and convictions. What is that faith? Who do we believe in? We must believe that God's way is always the best way, that amongst all the noise and confusion, God will reach out somehow, sometime, and make everything better. Our faith is based on the fact that God will meet us in our darkest hour when we need Him the most. This is the hope and the motivation that allows us to continue the spiritual fight and prayer. In such a simple activity lies the victory for all who want to follow Jesus faithfully. Jesus told a story to His disciples highlighting the necessity for perseverance in our prayer life. Luke chapter 11 verse 5 to 8 reads, "Suppose one of you has a friend, and you go to him at midnight and say to him, 'Friend, lend me 3 loaves of bread, for a friend of mine has arrived, and I have nothing to set before him.' And he answers from within, 'Do not bother me. The door has already been locked, and my children are with me in bed. I cannot get up and give you anything.' I tell you, even though he will not get up and give him anything because he is his friend, at least because of his persistence, he will get up and give him whatever he needs." Jesus poses this short parable just after he teaches the disciples how to pray, from verse 2 to 4 in the same chapter 11. It's a story meant to emphasize the nature of how we are to come before God in prayer. We are to go before Him with utter confidence and full-hearted faith. We are to never give up, to keep on praying and praying and praying. Yet also note that the friend's inquiry was not a selfish one. Maybe that's why most of our prayers aren't answered according to our wishes. Jesus makes it clear that the friend's request was not for his own benefit, but so that someone else could be fed. This is the important part of the story we must never forget. Our prayers need to be centered on bringing other people before God. If we are persistent and persevere on behalf of others, then we are exercising God's love through prayer. Prayer is a totally unselfish endeavor on our part. This week, stand firm in prayer and persevere. Know that God sees the true nature of your prayer, whether it be for the benefit of yourself or for the well-being of others. Expect an answer according to that measure. Desire happiness for your friends and peace for all your enemies. This is what Jesus displayed when He died on the cross. He showed us that His love conquers all hate and evil. That His love can liberate you from not only your sins, but from dwelling on the sins of others and opening yourself to helping them. Remember what Jesus said happened to the friend at the end of this parable. He did not only have the door opened, but he was given whatever he needed. This is the truth of God's abundant love for us. Everything we need is in God, in Jesus. Go before Him in faith, regardless of what's happening around you, and pray for others. In doing so, your own needs will be met by the all-powerful, all-loving, one and only God. May God grant us all the energy and resolve to persevere in prayer. May Jesus bless us continually for all our dedication to putting others before us. May God's Spirit empower us and fill us always to be agents of God's grace and mercy wherever we are. E whapena ana tō maule alofa ma le anga leo le atua I lunga ia I tātou uma I le nei vaitau. I le tātou sāwelinga I le nei tausanga fau au lia manuia. I le swafi Jesu Kristo tātou li ma tātou whaola e tōtas. Soi fua ma ia manuia. Amen.